Hello, my fellow art friends. I just received the January Smart Art box. If you do not know what Smart Art is, it's a monthly art subscription box. I'll have their website down below if you would like to check this out on your own. So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know I used to get the palette packs, and I decided to switch over to Smart Art for a little while, change it up a little bit. Ooh, those look like cherry blossoms. So I like Smart Art because they always give you this nice brochure which tells you how to use your supplies you get in the box, and it gives you a couple of projects to do with your supplies. I think that's really good because if you're not good with art supplies and art in general, this gives you something to go on. They just don't throw you a box and say, here. So I think this is a fantastic box for any level you might be with art. All right, oh, lots of fun things. So we're going to turn to the book. Oh, what's this? Okay, I think this is important to let everybody know because this is really cool. So this fell out of my booklet, and it says an important update about your January Smart Art box. So they go on to tell us that they are going to give everyone a glass dip pen. It did not make it into this box due to shipping problems. We all are experiencing all kinds of shipping delays. It says that you will get it in your February box, but if you're not getting a February box, they will ship it out separately. So that's really good to know. So I'm excited to know we're going to get a glass dip pen. I love glass dip pens. Very cool. Okay, now that this is out of the way, I'm going to be reading from the little booklet telling us what we got. And since we're getting a dip pen, and I see some other inkage here, this box must be based around ink. So fun. We love ink here. Alright, so it looks like we got some very cool paint brushes. And these are Chinese calligraphy brushes. Retail price is $5.99 for the 3-piece set. I like the red. Yeah, very long handles. Okay. Here is our Smart Art sticker. Yes. Got our little snack. Right, now I'm intrigued by this. Right, so this little sticker here says we're getting a little extra. This is the Art Alternatives Dual Tip Markers 6-piece set. And it's not in our little brochure, so this is definitely like an extra to say Happy New Year, I think. Oh, nice. We get a calendar too. Oh, it's a magnet. Great. I'll put that somewhere in my studio here. Nice primary set, it looks like. Dual tip markers. Right, this seems to be plastic, but this style of mixing tray is very nice. This is the Blossom 7 Well Paint Palette. Retail price is $7.99. I eyed these right away. I love inks. These are the Ecoline watercolor inks in Scarlet, Chartreuse, Ultramarine Blue, and Black. These are together $29 or $7.25 a piece. And you can use these straight out of the little jars or dilute them down. And oh, by Hannah Mule or Hannah Mule, however you feel like pronouncing it. This is the Carnet de Voyage Bamboo Mixed Media. Usually these papers do pretty well with water. They're not as thick usually. Well, in my experience, they haven't been as thick as watercolor paper, but they seem to really do well with liquids. Okay, well, we'll open that later off camera. And this is 1953. All right, I've already swatched out the markers. We're going to give these inks a try. So I've got our primary colors in here, and then we're going to do some quick secondary colors. And have no fear, smart art. We're going to substitute one of our own glass pens and pretend it was part of this box so we can get the full effect. It's pretty much a yellow. Okay. And then we're going to go for the orange. Yes, yes. Let's do that red. Now I read up on the supplies we're supposed to get, and it says it appears we're going to get a glass pen like this. So you can see when you dip it in the ink trails up the little spiral grooves and gives you a lot of ink to play with if you're doing calligraphy or lettering. Let's try out our little weasel hair brushes. These always give such interesting textures, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now quickly I'm going to follow along closely with some directions they're giving us on how to use our little quill brushes. So it's basically letting us know that this is a very interesting texture of brush. Let's get the directions out of our page here. Okay. All right, so we're going to do some line work here on our bamboo. Get very nice thick lines, thin lines. So as you can see, you can get some very interesting textures out of these brushes. I particularly like this one. Very neat. Yes, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, but I do like the way it looks. So, okay, I'm going to plan a little piece, and I will give you my final thoughts about this box after. All right, I'm going to test out my materials, and I've decided to try to do a peacock feather. I lightly sketched it just so I have some kind of a base, and I will be using my own glass pen. Now, I did see the Smart Art YouTube video, and it looks like this is very much like the one we're going to get, so I don't think it's cheating if I use it in my tutorial today. All right, guys, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, guys, there's my peacock feather. One thing I noticed halfway through this, the tip of my glass pen broke. Can you see that? It broke right off, and I wondered when I was making small little lines in here, it was like scratching my paper. I'm like, what in the world? Maybe this paper just isn't that great. But no, I broke the tip off of my glass pen. So Smart Art. I am very thankful I'll be getting another one because pretty much I won't be able to use the one I had. So there's that. Anyway, I had a pretty fun time with these materials. I particularly liked the dry brush part to kind of soften the feathers. I thought that was fun. You know, overall, all my materials worked pretty good. I didn't use my markers. I just went straight with the ink. But it was pretty fun. These colors rework really easily, even after they're dry. So that's just a note if you're working with these inks. They're a little hard to control, I noticed. Anyway, guys, let me know down below if you get this box and what you think about it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.